Hi, I'm Mark Breslin. I'm CEO and founder of Yuck Yucks, Canada's national chain of comedy clubs, and I'm here to talk to you about Ed Phillips. Well, I was in denial for a very long time about the state of disrepair of my mouth. I was cursed with bad enamel. I guess it's a family trait, and it looked like I had fangs. So I would walk around in a beautiful suit and these ugly teeth. And people sometimes would come up to me actually after a show or even in the street and actually comment, try to make a joke about my teeth. Well, I would always try to just suppress it and repress it as much as possible. And then I was on the cover of a magazine in town, and I had a friend who had called me and said, it's a beautiful sport jacket you're wearing, Mark. Real problem with the teeth. I have a number for you, and you should call him. It's Dr. Ed Phillips. He did my mouth, and my life changed, and so will yours. And I did it, and I'm so glad I did. So glad I did. I can smile now. Full smile. My teeth, my smile are really, really important to me. So I know if I'm going to go to somebody, I want to go to the best. And everything I had always heard was that Dr. Ed Phillips was an industry leader. And that's why I made sure that when I had something done as important as for my smile, I went to Dr. Ed Phillips. When you walk into the Center for Aesthetic Dentistry, immediately the word aesthetic really carries through, even in the decor. I felt like I was in a Miami Beach hotel, and even the spit sink looked like it had been done by a designer. And he's playing good music, and there's a little fancy bottled water, and the whole thing is meant to make you feel less uncomfortable than you normally would feel in a regular dentist's office. He's even, I know, got a kind of a way of getting in and out of the office without seeing other patients, which I think some people care about. They're sensitive about that, kind of like in a psychiatrist's office. It didn't bother me, but I know there are people who would feel uncomfortable if they knew that there was some kind of surgery being done. They don't want to be seen afterwards. He's very, very aware of the problems of any discomfort that the patient might have. He's anticipated that in advance. Always stops when he's working on you if you look a little uncomfortable, to give you time to relax, time to breathe. Does a lot of follow-up. The night that I had most of my work done, he gave me a call at home saying, "Is everything okay? You feeling all right?" That's special. I mean, just an ordinary dentist is not going to do that. I had a lot of work done because I had problems in the back of my mouth. The molars all had to be built up. There were things that weren't really even aesthetic that the doctor had to deal with before he could even deal with the front of my mouth, which was the visible part. So there was a lot of work to be done. And yet, in spite of all that, I found it was done with the minimum of disruption and the minimum of pain. Am I happy with the results? Look, I can walk up to people now and give them a full smile instead of a suppressed smile. And I'm in the smile business when you think about it. I mean, comedy, can you imagine? Somebody who's in the comedy business can't smile? That's a tragedy. That really would hurt somebody's business, and I think maybe to some degree it hurt mine. I do a lot of television appearances. I do a lot of things promoting my business and my clubs. I've got to be able to smile and have a good time and show that I'm enjoying myself. A bad smile is no laughing matter. Ugly teeth are no laughing matter. Not only would I recommend Dr. Ed Phillips to my friends, I have recommended him to my friends, and in fact, at this very moment, my executive assistant has an appointment with him in about 3 days because she wants to do something about her teeth and her smile. I think that people treat you differently when you have a nice smile. And when you have a nice smile, you're more attractive, you're more vulnerable, you're more attractive to the opposite sex. There's all kinds of reasons to make sure that your smile is really great. And it certainly worked for me, I find. Do I have more confidence now? Well, I was always pretty confident, but I think others see me, they see the confidence more. That's the difference.